Hello, Nina from Dragonsgarden here. Today we are making the In the Hoop Sitting Red Panda Plushie. She's one of my favorites from the shop and I cannot wait to show you how she comes together. First we will start with the embroidery side. This pattern has a plique and it takes 4 hoopings, so we will go through each one of them the same way. I combined multiple pieces into one hoop, just to make it a little quicker for myself. I will show you a few of the main steps and speed through the rest. So on step 1 we will start by hooping the stabilizer and floating the fabric on top. Then let the machine stitch out the applique guideline. Lay your applique fabric on top and let the machine stitch it down. After that step is done, take the hoop out of the machine and trim away any excess as close to the stitch as you can. Now that the trimming is done, it's time to put the top stabilizer on and pop the hoop back into the machine. From here on, follow the thread chart and let all the details stitch out. The machine does all the work, you just have to keep up with the color changes. When all the details are done, we will take the hoop out of the machine again and remove the basting stitch and the top stabilizer. Now it's time to add a piece of back fabric with the good side facing down, making sure it covers the whole design. Then we can add the hoop back into the machine again. During this step you can also add any plushie labels or ribbons if you want. Don't forget to raise the embroidery foot a bit and let the outline stitch. Then when stitching is completely done, take everything out of the hoop. We will do similar steps for the last hoop. The feet have no applique, so you can start with the top stabilizer already on and let the details stitch out. When that is done, cover with the piece of fabric with the good side down and stitch the outline just like before. And our embroidery step is complete. Remove everything out of the hoop and let's get sewing. Embroidery is all finished, so now we get to cut everything out. Remove as much stabilizer as you can first, to protect your scissors, and cut around each piece, leaving some small seam allowance all the way around. If you left any openings on the side, you can leave a little extra fabric there if needed. Next we clip into all the curves and corners. Follow the graphics in your pattern as a guideline on where to cut. The tail, for example, has a lot of curves, so take your time on that one, it makes turning so much easier later. Now turn every piece of fabric right side out and push out all the edges from the inside, making sure the curves and tight spots are all pushed out. Now it's time for some stuffing. I like the body and the head a little bit more firm so it can stand upright better. The feet and the tail need just a little bit to hold their shape, so you don't have to stuff them too firmly. Once everything is stuffed, we can move on to the sewing the pieces together part. Head goes on to the body first. You can do a couple of quick anchor stitches to check the positioning before committing. You can also use pins to help you out here too. We will ladder stitch around the attachment area several times until it feels solid. If there is a little tilt that feels off, you can put a few stitches at the back or at the front to fix it. If the stuffing is coming out while you sew, you can just put it back with your finger or a chopstick to get it out of the way of the stitches. Next is a tail. Position it on the bottom of the body and test the balance a little bit before stitching. This is what gives her the sitting pose and it will keep her sitting straight. Once she can hold herself up on her own, you can sew it down. Attach the feet next. Position the middle of each foot at the edge of the body, with a little bit peeking out at the front. They will help keep her balance together with the tail when she's sitting upright. Last are the little hands. You can play around with the positioning a bit before you commit. There are so many cute options and poses available for her. I like to stitch the top of them to the body and keep the bottom loose so they can help her sit better. If you feel adventurous, you can even sew something on it so it looks like she's holding a thing. And there she is, all finished! Now you have a lovely companion to sit with you at your desk or on your nightstand. This little one was so much fun to design and I hope you have just as much fun stitching her. You can find this pattern and many more at the Dragonsgarden webshop. Don't forget to check the freebie section too, there are a few patterns you can grab for free. And a big thank you goes to my lovely Patreon community for the amazing support and for making these videos and patterns possible. Happy stitching and see you next time!